Hi guys, Brisha here, welcome to my channel. I have a flyaway card for you today. So the idea is that you look at something through a window and as you open it, they fly away. So this one is slightly different. I've just got one fairy in there, and this one is again something a little different. So there's something different about all of these. This one has no dimension on the front, and the two birds fly away in different directions. This one has only got one flyaway, which is a fairy, and it's got a mat inside. And this one has a fairy flying away and a butterfly flying towards the flowers, and I've got that fairy there. So the mechanism is exactly the same. You need two pop-ups, one there and one about there, but it's where you put the acetate to hold your image on this that determines where it's going to fly away. So these two I did for practice off the camera, and this is the one that I'm making the video on. And yeah, so you just need to know how to do this and this to be able to put your flyaways, and you can always play around with it to see where you like it, etc. And the message you can write at the back, but if you're making something like this which is purely white, then you can just write the messages around here. But I actually really like this card because it's very cute and it's very simple, but it's got a lot of detail and it's got a nice theme to it. So I hope you do enjoy this video, and I will share the dimensions for it at the end of the video. I will have all the dimensions, so including these mats inside, which is not present in this card and this card, but it's up to you if you want it or not, so I'll just put it there anyway. So yeah, let's get started. You're going to need a piece of 5 3/4 by 8 1/4, and along the 8 1/4 side you are going to score at 4 1/8. And then you need a piece of 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. So first you're going to score at 3/4, and then you are going to just put your scoring tool on any mark on the scoreboard and follow it down, and then bring your piece and put it at that score line. So I've chosen 2, for example. So at 2 inches, I'm going to put one corner of my piece and align the second corner, the opposite corner, onto the same score line, and the guide would be my scoring tool. So now both the ends are at 2 inches. And then you're going to start scoring at 2 inches and score until you meet with the first score line that you did at 3/4. And then you rotate it and do the same with the other side. So I'm going to put my 2 corners on the same scoring line and then score until I meet with the 2 score lines. So you will have something that looks like this. And then to fold it, you're going to first fold it as a valley, and then these two will be, these corner ones will be mountains, and that one in the middle up until there will be a mountain. so it looks like this once you've folded it. So it's gonna close like that and open like that. And then you're going to need a piece of 2 by 1, and you are going to first score at every 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inches, 1 inches, and 1.5 inches. And once you've done that, you are going to repeat the process that you did to score these 2 score lines. So pick a scoring line. I've picked 2, and you're going to put your one end of the corner on the scoring line, and then the other corner over there at the end, at the opposite end. So the 2 score lines that we are trying to connect are the one you did at 1/2 inch and then the one you did at 1.5 inches. So start scoring and at the opposite end, and repeat the process for the other side. So you will have a score line that looks like this. So now you have to fold them. So first fold the 2 end score lines as mountain folds. And the one in the middle will be a valley. And then you are going to hold these 2 triangles here and push them inside while pushing these 2 ends inside at the same time. So push that inside like this and these ones inside like that. And now you will have something that looks like this. Okay. So once all of that is done, I can put away my scoring board. Oh, actually, and as for mats and layers, you need a mat of 3 7/8 by 5.5 and a layer of 3 5/8 by 5.25. So this is for the front. In this card, I've got just mats inside, and I'll give the dimensions at the end of the video anyway. But for this card, I'm not going to do any mats inside. Instead, I'm just going to put some borders, and to do that, I've just got some strips of golden golden metallic card, which are about 1/8 of an inch, or just over 1/8 of an inch, and I'll just put them on the sides and cut them to size when I'm doing it. And besides that, I've just got my decoration and some acetate strips to put my my fairy in. Okay, so now that's all sorted, let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is put our layer on top of the card, just the layer, forget about the mat for now. And we're not going to paste it, we're just going to hover over it or put it over it, and then we're going to get our die for the window and cut our window out. Now if you are going to be putting another bunch of mats and layers onto the inside, then best to paste it on this side at least first and then cut the window on. But I don't have to do that for this one. So just align it and there, and that's done. So now we bring in our mat, and what I'm going to do is just flip this and flip the layer and put it on top, just aligning to where you will be pasting it, and with a pencil just make the circle inside. And then with a ruler, you can now make your mark as to where you want to cut it, because this way you get to make the most of the mirrored card that you have. You won't end up wasting a lot. And then I'm just gonna get my cutting knife and cut that chunk out. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is just put these strips to make borders on here. And I'm just going to use glue to do that. Alright, once that's done, then we'll just grab the first piece for the pop-up feature that we have and apply glue on both sides. And we're going to hold it like this, put it on one side, and close the card to paste the other side. And while waiting for that to dry, we'll just work on our front. So I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of our mat. So I'm just going to have one long piece, and I'm going to cut them into 3 thin strips. For your layer, if you are going to put acetate on your window, then you want to put it now. If not, then you can go ahead and put double-sided tape at the back of this and paste it on. So I am going to put acetate because I just think it just looks nicer with acetate. Okay, that's all done. And now I am ready to put my decoration. So I'm just going to go away and put in all my flowers, and then when I come to putting the fairy on, then I'll show you how I did that. Alright, so I've gone in and pasted all my flowers. I haven't fed in the leaves just yet. I will do that once I've put in my pop-up features. So we've already put that one in. We've still got this to paste, but we're just going to do this one first. So take your strip of acetate and I'm going to put some double-sided tape onto it. And then, depending on where you want your fairy to be, or whatever it is you are putting on, just align your acetate towards that area and you want to paste it there. So I want it round about there, so that's where I'm going to paste it. Just going to peel that off and just going to paste it on this side. Just like that. So just over there. And then I'm just going to put double-sided tape on here as well. Sorry, just see how you want it and put the double-sided tape right about there. About there. The excess acetate, you can just cut it. You can cut it before pasting it or after, it's up to you. And then when you open it, it's gonna fly. At the back of this, I have a mirrored die cut, which I'm gonna paste. So just there. And then this one, you want to put it somewhere between in the middle or towards the end. So I'm going to put mine towards the end, and you put glue on both sides. Paste it. Once it's dry, you can get your second strip of acetate and put your double-sided tape on it, and you can paste your second pop-up. So for this one though, you have options where you want to put it. So putting it in different positions will put your pop-up into different positions, and it will pop out at different positions. So just play around with it and see where you want to put it. So me, I would want this one to be, what I want is my fairy to fly away and my butterfly to come and sit, sort of hover over the flowers. So I would want something around here, but also ensure that it's not poking out anywhere either. I think I've finally finished my card, so that's what it looks like. I have put in my butterfly in there so that it looks like it's flying towards the flowers, and I put another fairy in there, and then this one I had already put, so when you open it, this one flies away and this one flies towards it, and this one sort of stays there, just like that. Just have to make sure that you have put it in a way that it's not catching anything, so every time you're putting something in, make sure you are testing it by closing it, etc. And here are the dimensions for the card. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you wish to see more of my designs, then please do subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye.